Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's been a little while. I'm Michelle. I'm going to be reading from a dear friend's book. His name is Jim Stevens. It's called 101 Proofs for God. Right. So, I haven't said this yet, but these pictures are just extraordinary, and the computer just doesn't do them justice. So really try to get a hold of this book. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, so today we're going to read chapter 19, Butterflies and Metamorphosis. I think we are all familiar with caterpillars and butterflies. There are over 20,000 known species of butterflies all over the world. We know that caterpillars go into a cocoon, turn into mush, and then emerge 2 weeks later as a butterfly. You may have even watched one in school. This process is called metamorphosis. There is an incredible and fascinating DVD out by the same name, Metamorphosis: The Beauty and Design of Butterflies, by Illustra Media. The DVD shows an animation in great detail of what happens inside the cocoon, based on MRI research that takes pictures of 200 slices of a cocoon. They know which parts of the caterpillar dissolve completely and which parts morph into various parts of a butterfly. Those processes cannot be explained in any way by the theory of evolution. The caterpillar and the butterfly are exactly the same being, just at different stages. But we know some parts of the caterpillar dissolved, some parts changed into parts of the butterfly, and in the end, the butterfly is capable of reproducing, but the caterpillar could not. The caterpillar goes into a cocoon and through the process of metamorphosis becomes a butterfly. In this process, totally new structures are built from the dissolved cells of the caterpillar. Some of the totally new structures are A, reproductive organs, B, a compound eye that can see a larger range of colors than the human eye, and then C, a proboscis, a feeding tube which emerges from the cocoon in two halves and is sewn together. D, six articulated legs that have sensors that can detect a mate or host plant over a mile away. E, two tentacles. F, wings with veins and scales and all the muscles needed for flight. One scientist said they don't even know 1/1000th of what goes on in the tiny butterfly brain. The theory of evolution has no mechanism that can explain metamorphosis. Those very few who attempt it are making what I call faith statements. Basically, they are saying we haven't found the evolutionary process yet, but it's out there. Just give us more time. The processes in evolution are random mutation, natural selection, survival of the fittest, and not much else. There is no known process for this type of sudden and dramatic change in the life of a single individual being. Here is an interesting analogy, which is a very much simplified example. Metamorphosis is much more complicated than this example. Say a Model T Ford is driving along and then it stops. Then part of the engine cover grows. Then part of the engine cover grows to become a garage that completely covers the car. Inside of the garage, the car, all by itself, without any intelligence added, takes itself apart, changes the parts into other parts, and reassembles a new vehicle. 2 weeks later, out comes a helicopter. If you do a search on the topic evolution and metamorphosis, there are relatively very few entries, and there is no clear scientific research. You'll find words like cannot explain. You might find some die-hard evolutionist believers claiming that scientists just need more time. There are also some proposed changes to standard evolution that are suggested, such as sudden evolution. But with those types of changes, you don't have evolution anymore. You can't keep changing the definition. A theory has to be a statement that can be proven or disproven. It can't be a moving target. The theory of evolution is just based on faith. It's faith in an unproven and unprovable theory that is changeable all the time. Being changeable makes it untestable, and that makes it a worthless theory. When a caterpillar goes into a cocoon and starts to turn into mostly mush, there must be some direction already built into the process, or there could never emerge a perfectly formed butterfly out the other side. After that first caterpillar turned to mush, he had to get it exactly perfect coming out as a butterfly the very first time, or else there would be no more caterpillars reproduced whatsoever. No caterpillar can reproduce. So it is impossible for evolution to work its magic. The theory of evolution requires myriad changes over long time periods by many, many generations of individuals who reproduced. You cannot have evolution in one generation by definition. The idea that caterpillars could have evolved that way is nonsense. It just doesn't make any sense. So there must be God. Okay, everybody. That was pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Jen, for that. Okay. So we will see you another time. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.